Hey everybody, Tracy Wick here from Growth Play. I'm with my longtime, as you know, collaborator, Blythe Kasmer-Sack. She's on our advisory board. Hey Blythe.
Hi there.
So today's topic, because I've been on a bunch of conference calls. In fact, during this one, I may get, my dog and my daughter coming in to ask me about either geography or a probability of a math problem. Okay, I had to check the work. I know we're all dealing with this. Yesterday, my call had to end early because somebody had a crisis about vision. Okay, so how is sales the same when you're teaching sales coaching, the same or different to teaching elementary math or geography? So Blythe, let's think. I know you've got 3 kids at home, so
Yes.
you're an expert on this. Right?
Yeah. So it's funny, right? So I sat with my 10-year-old this morning and walked through his the material that his teacher sent out to figure out kind of what he had done and what he had yet to do.
Yeah.
And I had this epiphany as I was watching him process this information, because my first step was, why don't you read through everything and tell me what you've done and what's left, and then we'll prioritize what you're going to do today and tomorrow. And he read this whole email, and then he started to get very upset because he was overwhelmed with all of the things that he had to do. Like, if you think about kind of what's normally done in school, is they give it to him like one piece at a time, right? And he was seeing the entire picture and started to get like, oh my gosh, this is all this information. And I started to think to myself, how many times have I seen someone who's in a training, an adult person in a training, whether it's sales coaching or leadership training or something like that, get completely overwhelmed with what they have to tackle.
Yep.
And a lot of it is the emotional intelligence to realize you're getting triggered and to kind of help them calm down,
Yep.
get centered. Let's just take one step, right? And so, I mean, I can't even tell you how many times in sales and leadership coaching that has been the role I played. And I sat there with my 10-year-old and did the exact same thing at the kitchen table this morning, and realized that anytime people are going through change and they're trying to process what they have to do, it can be overwhelming. And, sometimes just being someone that can help them think through what's different, listen to how they feel, and kind of give them some micro action steps to get started is the role we play.
It's so the role we play. And I think that's where the Growth Play assessment is so valuable, because in the assessment, we have behaviors, and then we have little characteristics of what the behavior. So sometimes when people look at even the reports, they're like, oh, their anxiety comes up just like your kids, because they think, I can't do all this. And all I have to say is, no, just pick one. Pick one of these micro steps, and then you actually have a situation where you know what to do, right? You just take that one action. So amazingly similar.
Right. Elementary. And it also gave me a lot of empathy for his teachers. At my next conference, I'm going to make sure that I practice a lot of gratefulness, because it really made me realize where, how much scaffolding and support they get in the classroom, and how much that must be really challenging when you've got 20 some students.
Yes, I had the same thought, because when my daughter comes to ask me a question, even though I know the answers, I first it's a geography worksheet, then it's she's working on this worksheet about history, then it's math, then it's science. Like I have to think, and like, what am I talking about now? Like, I don't know the square root of that. Okay, I have to
right.